talk about the best way to navigate the healthcare system to save you money, get you back feeling pain-free and doing what you love as quickly as possible, and doing it in a way that just doesn't waste your time. So today what we're going to talk about, this is for you if you have any sort of, we call musculoskeletal discomfort. So your shoulder hurts, your hip hurts, your back hurts. It may have come because you fell on the ground. It may have come because of a car accident. Maybe it just came because you slept funny on it. Whatever that is, the typical consumer in the healthcare will go to their primary care doctor first, and that is probably the worst thing you can do. The primary care doctor really is just a triage doctor. So they're going to typically, if it's musculoskeletal or orthopedic, then they will send you to an orthopedist who, unless you have something broken, they're going to do x-rays. They may offer you some pain meds. But the first time you see an orthopedist, if nothing's broken, if there's nothing dire that needs to be surgically repaired, they're typically then going to send you to therapy or just give you meds and say rest it for 6 weeks. So in both of those cases, you've had to pay for 2 doctor's visits, and you haven't really gotten a true assessment other than just ruling out anything that is terribly wrong. The consumers who actually save the most money and get better the quickest, and healthcare practitioners themselves actually take a very different route. What they do is they will oftentimes go to a physical therapist or a chiropractor first, and those 2 professions generally are more adept at actually screening you from head to toe. They'll look at all the different ways that you're moving. They'll look if your shoulder's hurting, not just at your shoulder. They'll look at the cross patterns of your opposite hip. How flexible are you in the hips, in the thoracic spine, in the neck. All the areas that could potentially affect that shoulder and have contributed to you having some shoulder pain. Now, not all PTs and chiros are created equal, and if you go to if you decide to take this route and you go to one and they just crack your back or they just throw 5 exercises at you without actually assessing how you're moving and looking at your entire body, you're in the wrong place, and you probably should have downloaded how to choose the best care provider for you from our website. If you haven't, I encourage you to go to our physical therapy page, download that. That'll give you the right questions to ask to screen out good from bad practitioners when you're taking this route. But basically, if you go to the right practitioner, physical therapist or chiro, if they are really good and look at the entire body, there's really not a ton of difference between very high-level clinicians. In those scenarios, they're going to be able to, most of the times, tell you, hey, I think it's potentially fractured, you should go get an x-ray. In which case, then you go to the orthopedist or you go to the radiologist and you get that x-rayed. But most of the time, the greater majority, there are not going to be fractures, and if there aren't, the therapist or the chiro will be able to tell you, hey, I don't think that there's a fracture. I think that this is more coming from this soft tissue problem or this restriction over here. Let's go ahead and fix that. So by bypassing the 2 doctors who really don't want to see you unless it's something that they can actually fix, and going to the clinicians that actually have the skills in their toolboxes to fix you, you get to the right person quicker, which saves you a heck of a lot of time, saves you a heck of a lot of money, and a lot of the times, the quicker that you get in to see the right person, the quicker you're going to get better. So hopefully this helps you to understand how to navigate the healthcare system if you do have this musculoskeletal pain, and that can be hip pain, knee pain, back pain, whatever it may be. I don't care if you think it's arthritis. Go see a PT, go see a chiro, obviously screen them to make sure that they know what they're talking about. If you don't know how to do that, check out the free resource that we have on our physical therapy homepage. That will give you all the right questions to ask so that you can figure out who it is that you need to see. But this is what you need to do to navigate today's healthcare system to work for you so that you save time, you save money, you get better care, and you pay less money. So hopefully that helps, and I look forward to hearing about how you've gotten back to doing what you love to do quicker than the average consumer.